No, taking off the exchange. So, not to get too taken away by it. So we're going to talk about the 1 trillion Shib that was removed from circulating supply. Well, we're going to dance right into this. Please stay with me. We're going to talk about the burns, the reduction in Shib circulating supply, and we're going to talk about the potential for the 1.5 million new wallet holders that have come into Shib. That's going to be awesome. So just bear with me, and we'll get right into today's session. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. And we'll talk about the 50/50 raffle and how many tickets we sold or didn't sell in the last 24 hours. So just bear with me as we share the links. Change the tempo of what we're going to be talking about tonight. So just bear with me for a few more minutes, or 5, I guess. It's still time to do this. Hey! And the music stopped. And what are we going to talk about right now? We'll pick something. All right. Get the music going. Let's get that music going. Play that funky music, white boy. Yeah. Guess who's back? Shady's back. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Show me the money. Show me the money. Babes channel, thanks for coming. Woo-wee. Don't forget to hit that smash like button. Hit the like button. Tap the like button. It costs nothing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date on the newest and latest events that's happening in Shib. Remember, we only talk about Shib on this channel because we're hosting the Shib 50/50 raffle. We have no time to talk about anything else. We only talk about Shib. We only cover Shib because it's the only currency in the entire world that's affordable for one. Everybody can afford it. Big shout out to Wena. And we'll be right with you. There was a exchange that moved a trillion Shib off the exchange. That's awesome. Hey, babes, Rowena. Hi. Go, Shib, go. Shout out to everybody. Woo-hoo. MLS host. Excellent. Thanks for coming, everybody. We're going to rock you into this awesome night. And I want to wish you everybody the exact same thing every single night that we're on. May we live long and prosper to every single person on the planet and everybody that understands what's going on. You need to get some Shib in your wallet so that you can prosper just like the rest of us. And Shib is the only one that has a reduction mechanism at this level that everybody in the entire planet can take advantage of. Everybody has a golden opportunity to take part in Shib worldwide event. Absolutely. We'll get right into it. We're just going to rock you. Rock you. What's the holdup? We're having technical difficulties right now, but we're about to get things started. Give you some time to get your water, your coffee, your little notebook, to write things down. Extra. Baby. We're going back here. We're going back to here. Yay! Back to the charts. 15, 8, 07, 15, 15, and climbing. Shib should never reduce its circulating supply. Absolutely. It's not circulating supply. It's always adding value. No matter what someone says to you, Shib is always adding value. So you got to keep that in mind. We are going to, what are we doing here? We're going to go into the
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, and welcome to another edition of the Shib Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. We are going to get things kicked off with the 1 trillion Shib taken off the marketplace, actually taken out of one of the exchanges. Woo! Massive shout out to everybody. Massive shout out to the whole Shib community. Thank you for coming and have a great and wonderful show. Lola, thanks for the shirt. Want to say thanks to Prince. Want to say a big shout out to Jason Cox. Want to say a big shout out to Jason M. Big shout out to Ethan M. Big shout out to Leia, Gabriel, missing somebody, Dong, Kate, Tintin, and Casey. Big shout out to Novi, Athena. Big shout out to Amy and Trisha. I'm missing some people here. I'm missing a whole bunch of people. Jonathan, Ryan, DJ. Big shout out to you guys. I love having you guys come on and take part. Make sure you hit the like button. Oh, here we go. We got to hit the like button. We're not hitting the like button enough. And we want to make sure everybody's getting the chance to come in. Disclosure, we haven't heard from you. I know that you're looking at Gary Networks. And I'm pretty sure that everything is pretty much in the sold off, just like the rest of the market, for no apparent reason. If anything, everything should have went the opposite way. You notice gold didn't sell off. You noticed that. Did anyone notice that? I noticed that. The gold didn't sell off. So we had some immaturity going on. I'm going to go check the website. Just bear with me. I'm going to go check the analytics. See where we are with the analytics. Okay, so since October, we have 547 visitors. We have 1653 page reviews. We are nowhere near our goal. Our goal is to get 300,000 Shib enthusiasts, successful business owners, investors into the Shib Worldwide 50/50 raffle. Now, if we can do that, we can start selling tickets. We start selling tickets, guys, we are headed straight through the roof. And there's no turning back after we start selling tickets to the raffle. Shib is going to be on fire. Everybody on the planet is going to take notice that Shib is not going down anymore. It's going up because we're bringing in 4 times more people or 8 times more people than we're losing. So, yes, people are going to start taking profits, but they're going to get wiped out really fast. And we would be the only market in the entire world that has green candles, not red candles. And they'd get instantly wiped out. Now, how far can we go? It's dependent on how many people come in and see Shib Worldwide 50/50 raffle explode as people, and we'll have a great time. Because why? You're making insane amount of money. One, you could hedge on the upscale, so you're guaranteed to make money. You're going to get some yo-yos that are going to short Shib, absolutely, but they're going to be shorting it against the reduction of Shib circulating supply. The only way that they're going to be able to short Shib is when they know that we sold too much Shib, because then it's going to have no choice but to go down in order to get people to buy. Make sense? So you have an influx, is what we call influx. So thanks for coming, everybody. I want to share a couple little things with you. Yes, we did see 1 trillion Shib taken off of one of the exchanges. That's awesome, but we don't know exactly who. We just know it's from one wallet. And we don't know if it was done today or the other day, but we do know it was taken off the exchanges. We do know the amount of reductions that we have, which reductions are what? Utility. I want everybody to say that. Every time we reduce is adding utility. Every time we bring more people in, we're adding what? A catalyst. The people coming in are our catalyst because nobody wants to get left behind. Everybody wants to make money, and everybody flocks to something that's making money because they understand that that is where you need to stick your money to make you money. And is Shib a no-brainer? Is Shib a guaranteed investment? Well, you do the math on it. You have something that's always reducing its circulating supply. You'll always have something that's what? Always in demand. Always in demand. So why is it in demand? Because you're making money. Everybody wants to make money. There's not a single soul out there that doesn't want to make money. They just don't know where to stick their money. We don't tell them where to stick their money. We say, do the research on it. We help you do the research on it. And you tell us. If you don't think it's adding utility and there isn't a catalyst behind it, then I don't know what is, because Shib has the biggest catalyst in the world. And we'll talk about it because we are living it. We are now really close to 1.5 million wallet holders. We are less than 800. We're just over 800 wallets away from reaching 1.5. Now, when we reach 1.5, I'm going to say, go on a limb here with the raffle. If we can get the people in, we can get people to come in and look at the Shib Worldwide 50/50 raffle. Then we can start to see some real big pops in the amount of holders we have. So that being said, we are going to update the website. Yay! Updating the website, the most important part of your day. Updating the website because we want to make sure that we got the nines in the right spot. So it's 41499 We're going to go 395 just so it can be, because we're optimists. We want to see more. We always want to see, because it makes no sense if we see less. SHIB's reducing its circulating supply, therefore it's adding value. So everybody sees that as adding value. There shouldn't be anybody trying to get out of SHIB or trying to short SHIB. It should be everybody's trying to get in SHIB. And the more people who get in, the faster we rise. Okay, we get 5 million people. We're close to that 1 cent dream. Everybody say, is SHIB a 1 cent dream? No, it's eventually going to happen, guys. It's inevitable. Now, are we going to have the same amount of SHIB outstanding? That's a good question. We get the raffle going, we're not going to have 589 trillion. That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee, guys. Once the raffle gets going, we will reduce. And every time we reduce, we rejoice, right? We reduce the circulating supply, we rejoice. Why do we rejoice? Every time we reduce, we drive up what? Demand. What happens when you drive up demand? Everything goes through the roof because we're reducing the circulating supply. So when you see trillions being reduced every single day, you can do the math on it. How many days before we have no supply? No. How many days do we get 700 million wallet holders? When do we start seeing 1 billion wallet holders throughout the entire world? And I want to make sure everybody understands this, that you're better off having 2 wallets. So that means that there's twice as many people that could come in and start reducing SHIB circulating supply on a whim. So every single person can have an opportunity to take part in the raffle. And why would they do that? Because it's reducing the circulating supply, increasing demand, and it snowballs, right? Everybody wants to take part in the raffle. Everybody wants to make money. The exchanges are happy because they're even making even more money because they're holding so much SHIB. Ethereum is hating it because all that money that was being accumulated is now being dwindled down because there's not much going on for trading with SHIB. So everybody's holding it because they're seeing the benefits of holding it because it's adding value to SHIB. So the more they hold, the more it's worth. So because it's being reduced on such a grand scale. That's the whole idea of the 50-50 raffle. Now, you're probably thinking, how can we host a raffle? Isn't it illegal to host raffles in certain states? Okay, this is the point where I'm going to make it very clear to everybody that you need to read the rules and read the rules and conditions, please, in SHIB Worldwide 50-50 raffle. The faster you read it, the faster you're going to understand it. Okay? SHIB raffle is all in SHIB. All we're doing is transferring money in and money out in SHIB currency, not fiat currency. Yes, fiat currency is what we use to measure what SHIB is worth at the time that we sell tickets. And there's a little bit of leeway there. There's a spread. When we don't cover it exactly, we can't. Okay? It's impossible to cover it exactly because it fluctuates so much unless we use something that's got higher value. That's why we went with pounds, because it gives us a little bit more leeway with the spread. Now, please understand that. Now, are you losing very much? You're losing pennies on the glass. Okay, it's not even worth talking about because SHIB is not even close to a cent, not even a tenth or like a millionth of a cent away from being a cent. Like, it's ridiculous. So it's affordable to everybody. We cover it. We watch it get reduced. We watch it get more wall holders. When we get more wall holders, we increase the value. We reduce it, we increase the value. So normally you only have one, not both. Okay, XRP, somebody will come out and say, well, XRP is the best one, but XRP's got governance. SHIB's got no governance. So today there was news of an AUE partnership with the SHIB Ecosystem Development Team. Not SHIB, the SHIB Ecosystem Development Team. So their partnership, they even said SHIB partnership. It isn't for SHIB. It's for the Shiba Inu development team ecosystem. So the ecosystem development team are the only ones benefiting from it. Now, what does that mean? Well, they said that's going to be a massive catalyst for Shib. Shib has a massive catalyst. Do you know who they are? The people behind it. So all the investors are the catalyst for Shib. Every time we reduce, that's utility. We have the biggest utility in the world, but everybody wants to pass it off as no utility. It is the biggest utility in the world. Because how can you possibly say that when you know for a fact? Everybody knows this for a fact. When a company comes out and says that they're doing paybacks, they're buying back shares to a company if it falls below this range. So to test the range, they sell off into it. But they got to be careful because they said they were buying it, but they never mentioned how many shares they were buying. So that's. And do they have to disclose that? Yes, but they have an annual meeting that they disclose that, how many shares they bought back. But that's a long ways away, especially if they just had their fiscal. And most of them wait in the first quarter to make an announcement that they're buying back. They don't ever make it back in the third quarter or fourth quarter that they're buying back shares because it wouldn't make any sense because the numbers will come out right away. And the only way they would do that is if it was what? But what will happen is most of them would do rights. They would offer rights. They wouldn't do share buybacks. They would offer rights. And the rights would give them extra dividends if they didn't offer dividends before. If they're offering dividends, therefore they'll increase the dividend. Okay, so you have to understand that. But with share buybacks, everybody loves share buybacks because the company has enough faith in you that they're doing you a favor by buying back their shares. So it's a win-win, but some people don't like it because all that capital is being used to buy back the shares. So then what happens later on if you bought too many shares? That's why there's always a cap on these things. They always put a cap. Shib has no cap. Shib can't do reversal split on you. Shib can't mint any more Shibs. They can't do it, guys. They just don't have the governance. There's no keys. They were all thrown in the trash. The person that did it, thank God, right? Our hat goes off to them. We can't thank them enough for walking away from Shib. And we can't thank Vladimir Buterin enough for allowing the burns to go through so that the reductions can happen. Because without the reductions, guys, we have a token that is basically going to sit like Doge. And unless there's some way, shape, or form that we would be able to reduce the circulating supply, would be stuck at 6 zeros, 7 zeros, right back where we were before. But because we're reducing the circulating supply, and people have to understand that concept, they haven't understood that concept. I don't know why they haven't understood that concept, but it's pretty simple. If you reduce the circulating supply and you hit a certain level and you dive, because that means that everybody who sold honestly don't have a clue about SHIB and they don't want to know about SHIB. So if they don't want to know, then it's not in their best interest to tell anybody about SHIB if they can't figure it out. Now, is SHIB the strongest currency out there? No. If you look, the strongest currency, SHIB has the highest value per capita because of the value and the price target where it's at. So its price target is nowhere near this level. This is really redonkulous, this level of SHIB. If we go into the analytics of it, we only have 4.46 trillion SHIB trading hands in just over an hour. So that's not bad. What is that for volume for millions? Like that tells you right there that just this one coin has that much impact on exchanges. And the exchanges, they want that money to flow and flow and flow and flow back and forth as it goes. But the reality is Shib is well undersold, well oversold, like beyond oversold. In order for us to get back to these levels, you got to think that we'd have to gain so much Shib to get back to where it was before. We taken over a billion Shib off the market and we dove down. That tells you something. So once the raffle starts, I have a funny feeling that we're going to sell off 30%. And we'll burn probably around, I don't know, 400, 500 million Shib within the first day. And then it'll be a billion, over a billion Shib in the second day. And we might actually hit millions of dollars worth of Shib being burned off, or millions of pounds being, and that's going to be high billions, maybe even into the trillions per day. Then you'll see some massive buy-ins for the raffle, because everybody starts to realize it's legit. It's actually doing it, and they'll probably be asking questions like, "How do I use that to offset so I don't have to pay taxes on it?" Well, one, you don't have to claim it, depending on where you live in the world. It's free and clear, so you don't have to claim it. Although some people will tell you you'll have to claim it, but it depends on where you live and what your tax laws are. Uh, to host a raffle in the States, this is not in the States, by the way. This raffle's not in the States. This raffle is in Shib. So that you got to get through your head. Okay, all the raffle draws are in Shib. Okay, if they're not in Canadian dollars, they're not in U.S. dollars, they're not in a centralized exchange. On a centralized exchange, no, they're on a decentralized exchange regulated by the governments. Yes, but Shib on its own is not considered legal tender. Please get that through your heads. It's not considered legal tender. So Shib is not considered currency. And when it is considered currency, they would have to impose laws to every single currency available on the planet with exact same rules and regulations, which they can't do, because they can't go and stipulate what Japan can do with their currency, and Canada can't stipulate what American can do with their currency. Their currency is their currency. It's their right to legalize the transfer of funds in their banking institutions for the people of America to the people of America. Same thing with Canada. It's the same idea. Their fiat currency, they can't impose any laws on other currencies. They can, however, say that the exchange rates will change. That they can do. But for Shib to actually take part in a raffle draw that's in Shib, it's not legal tender. So therefore, it's considered imaginary money, because it's not actually money. Amazing though, once you transfer it from Shib to fiat currency, they want half of it. Funny, right? I thought so. So they want dibs on it, because you win, we win. It's like, yeah, but if I lose, what do I can't use my losses. Oh no, you can. So therefore, we can write that off. We can write our taxes off in Shib, right? Yes, absolutely. You can write that off in Shib. Excellent. So that's why it's so important to get educated in Shib, because once you understand that, yes, they want half of your money, like in Canada, they want half of the money that you profited in. But you got to remember that half of it is exempt, and then the other half is the part that gets taxed. Okay, so it's not 50-50. It's 50%. You get the 50%, and then 50% of that is taxed. So it's 200. If it was a million, 250,000 of it can be taxed. And how much of it can be taxed? Half of it. So that's 125. So you get to keep 750,000, and you have to pay $125,000 to the government. Okay, or take the 125,000 that you've taken out and reduce Shib circulating supply with it. Remember to keep your wallet address that you did it with and you probably don't want to take the 750,000 out right away. You want to keep it in there because you're reducing ship circulating supply with the $125,000 worth that you're going to be reducing the circulating supply with, driving up even more money. So you don't want to be doing it right away. And then every single person on the planet's doing the exact same thing. It's going to reduce the supply. And how fast is it going to reduce the supply? Well, it depends on how many people are in SHIB. So if there's 100 million people in SHIB and every single one of you are doing the exact same thing, of 25% or what is it, 15% of the total supply that you're holding, and it goes into the reduction of SHIB circulating supply, before you pull it out, guess what? Every single person doing it at different intervals. So eventually you'll see the supply drop, because everybody's doing the exact same thing. Everybody's selling it and they're reducing the circulating supply first before they start pulling money off the table. So you end up with less supply, drives up what? More demand. Right. So the 589 trillion is a hoax, guys. The 589 trillion is a hoax because it's not 589 trillion. It's 15% from that, from every single person on the planet that bought into SHIB, because they'll use that to reduce the circulating supply. And the Uncle Sam is going to be like, yeah, you can do that. You need the wallet address that you use to burn it. And say that that's a loss. I lost that much. Okay, so that's exactly how you do it. When you cancel, when you come out and you look at it, and you'll sit there and say, okay, you reduced it this much. This is how much you took off. You still have to pay $25,000 in taxes. No problem. Or $10,000 in taxes. It's a lot better than $125,000 in taxes. And God knows, maybe you made it back up to what it was before. You decided that, hey, wait a second. If everybody's doing this, I don't need to do it. I can just leave it in there. I only need to pull it when I need to get to make money. Exactly. So that's the whole bottom line of pulling it out for tax purposes. And every country is different. Please read your rules and regulations on your taxes. Talk to your accountants. Make sure it's legit. Make sure that you can follow suit with it. You want to pull money out? You can pull money out. No problem. Just make sure that you're not overstepping the guidelines that are set up by your government when you do. For all those that win in the raffle, make sure that you understand that there is no laws because it's in SHIB. Once you transfer it, though, from SHIB and they ask you where you got it, make sure you tell them that you got it from SHIB, the SHIB community, the entire SHIB community. And the reduction is here. And the reduction happens right after you get it rewarded. So the reduction should be almost identical to what you pulled out so that there's no capital gains. It's 50-50, right? You're getting and they're getting. So it should be almost identical. Maybe a few dollars difference, $2 or $3. The government, if they want to go after you for the $2 or $3 or $5 difference between yours and the burn, go at her, right? Because they can go after you for a quarter of that percentage. $55, half of it's $2.50. Half of that is $1.25. Knock yourself out, right? Anything under $5, anything under $100 is usually they just don't want nothing to do with. I know in Canada it's I think it's $10. If it's under $10, it's not even worth the paper it's written on, and they got to pay somebody to look over the accounts from it. So we are, if you haven't noticed, Jason Prince, we are at 4015785. We were up 1670 something, I think. Hold on 2 seconds. What was our high of the day? Oh, it says here 1593, but there was a 24-hour period. 24-hour low was 5590, 5913. Shib should be on fire. I told you that I thought that because the exchanges were able to short it and bring it down all the way down to 12, almost hit 11. Like, that's insane. And that's 2 years of gains wiped out. And a massive number of Shib reduction that's happened. Over 300 billion? No. Yeah. No, I don't think it's 300 billion. I think it's more like 130 billion Shib between now and then. Okay, so when you're looking at this going, okay, we had approximately 1.3 billion, and we have 1.3 billion less supply. Less supply, we have more wallet holders, and we went down to 12 and almost touched 11. It was 12, 12, I think was the lowest. 12, 12. Yeah, 2023 we had to get there, and we have reduced over 1.3, 130 billion Shib in that course of time. I think it's more than that, but yeah, I think it's closer, probably, yeah, 100, yeah, but 100 billion sounds about right. Over 100 billion anyway. Over 100 billion Shib reduced since then. And we have way more wallet holders than we did back then because we only had 1. What was it, 34, 135, 136 wallet holders, and now we're at 1499. 1499, and we went down that low. That tells you the yo-yos that got into a panic mode or helped you get into a panic mode started liquidating your assets, and it's a guaranteed asset, by the way. So why would anyone want to do that? Because they realize what you don't realize is they're educated in Shib, you're not. They know what value is, and you have no clue. And Shib is doing something that no other currency or any company is doing throughout the entire world. Buybacks. Reducing Shib circulating supply adds value. Bringing in more wall holders adds value. As the supply decreases, it should, in theory, drive up demand. What's happening? It's not driving up demand. Why? Well, it just isn't. It is, but it isn't. It is. It is absolutely driving up demand because we're getting more wall holders. And where are those wall holders? Let me see where the wall holders are. We'll share this one too. Yeah. And we'll go boom. Yeah, 1,499,000. 1,499,215 Shib wallet addresses. Can we give a big shout out to the whole Shib community? Woo! We want that to hit 30 million. That's 30 times. How far will Shib be if we hit 30 times? 30 times where it is right now? That would be a massive undertaking, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be enough to drive it through the roof? And then what about the reductions? Because the exchanges then are starting to see everybody piling in. We got to start to slow Shib down a little bit. We need to reduce massive amounts of Shib. No, that's not how they think. How they think is we're going to reduce Shib circulating supply with every time that there's a transaction that's happening. That's what's going to happen. Because lowering their circulating supply without touching their money, just your money, is going to increase their money. So when they buy or sell to an individual that's just getting into the market, and they get into Robinhood and Binance and Crypto.com and OKX and HTX and Qcoin, OKX, when they get into those exchanges and they're buying straight from them, they're not buying from Ethereum because Ethereum got less gas fees. It's hard for them to track if who's in there in Robinhood and who's in because they're able to sell right off of their exchange and boycott Ethereum on the gas fees. And that's the truth of it. So they're able to snuff out BTC. Ethereum. They're able to snuff out Ethereum. So anyway, I'm going to call it a night, guys. There's only 4 of us on. Prince and Jason, wherever you are, big shout out to you. Big shout out to Babe's channel. Big shout out to Wena. Big shout out to Rowena. I hope you enjoyed the show. Remember that's why we're here, is to educate you. And as soon as you get educated, the faster we can grow even further, bigger and stronger. Because we always want the show me the money. Show me the money. Well, we'll show you the money when everybody starts to pile into Shib. And we get this raffle running, we will show you the money. We will make you all multimillionaires. Not I. Shib will. Because you're reducing the circulating supply of Shib with every single ticket sold. So if we sell tickets, right now we can't host a raffle until we have 21,000 Shibs. Until we have 21,000 tickets sold. Then we host our first raffle. I asked if anyone wanted a taste of this. No one responded. Okay, so if you want a taste of it, let me know. I'm here to help you grow. I want to make you all extremely wealthy. I'm not kidding. I want to make you all extremely wealthy. I want the whole world to see Shib for what it really is. I want everybody to understand the power behind it. You don't understand half the power behind Shib. It's got so much potential, but it needs people like you. It needs everybody on the planet to realize it. As soon as that happens, we're going to move mountains with this. We are going to be on the beach, sipping on margaritas, hosting raffle draws, giving away all kinds of memorabilia from wherever we are, just so that we can say, hey, listen, we're going to give you something back to the community in the form of trinkets, so that everybody understands I want you all to be here. I don't want to leave anybody out. I want our own little island somewhere. We'll own it with the amount of money that can be made through this. But I know that's not going to happen. Because the reason why it's not going to happen, the bank sector is going to just kill us. They're going to take it over. Eventually, they're going to take it over because they're going to see, once the raffle starts, they're going to see it for what it is. A massive golden opportunity for them. And they missed out on it the first couple of times, but I guarantee you they're not going to take long to miss out on this one. Because as soon as the raffle starts and we start reducing that amount of Shib, they're going to be, wow, that's going to, if we took part and did portions of it, we could have absolutely decimated our deficits in our own countries. But we couldn't see, the writing was on the wall, but we couldn't see it. And then this punk comes out from nowhere and he starts reducing the Shib circulating supply, and everybody's having fun and having a delightful time watching reductions happen every single day. And then everybody's sitting in awe going, well, what happened to the 589 trillion Shib that was outstanding? We're dwindling it away, my friends. We're sending it to the dead-end wallets every single day that we host a raffle event, which is beneficial to everybody on the planet that gets in Shib. That's why we keep telling everybody, it only costs you a lottery ticket to get in. It costs you $16 right now to buy Shib, and that holds 1 million Shib. Now, everybody says, oh, that $1 pipe dream. No. It's not a pipe dream. It's a reality if you support Shib. If you don't support Shib, then yes, it is a pipe dream, and you can wish upon a star all you want, but you got to stick it out what you want out of this life. You want to benefit, you want to be successful, you have to help us. You have to take part in and help yourself, not help us, help yourself. Promote. Everybody needs to know about it. Not one person can be left out of this, because we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity. God bless each and every one of you. Jesus loves you. I want to make sure that you get your chance to get in, be successful, have the golden opportunity, the golden goose, lay on your lap and start pushing out golden eggs. And that's what Shib will do for you. Shib is that powerful. It will do that for you. Once people start catching on to what Shib is, less supply, higher demand. Less supply, higher demand. It's that simple. It really is that simple. When you realize that concept, you will be very successful, and you'll be, I don't know if you'll praise Shib, but you should be praising the tools that gave you that ability to get into Shib at an early point, because it won't last long. It's lasted longer than I thought it would. And this is not to get away from Shib or anything, but it's ridiculous the amount of wallet holders that we have right now. And all they have to do is tell 10 people to get into Shib. And then they tell 10 people, and so forth and so forth. And then eventually you have 500 million people all trying to get into Shib. And guess where the price would be? A lot higher than where it is right now, and would have way, way, way more drive than where it is right now. And that's the whole point of it. So God bless each and every one of you. Jesus loves you, and we want to wish you all the very best and success. You saw it here. Thanks for coming, and appreciate it. We're going to rock you out. Play that funky music, white guy. Hope you enjoyed the show. We're here. AUE. Don't forget AUE is not for Shib community, even though they say it is. It's for the Shib pause ecosystem development team. It's to benefit those tokens, not Shib. We're here for the Shib community. Just like Clay Bro, just like Luckside. Oscar, big shout out to Oscar. Big shout out to Luckside. Woo! Big shout out to Clay Bro. Matthew Berry, my brother. The only one in Central America that shines like a diamond. Right? He's made so many remarkable investments. He's made a lot of money. Except in Jasmine. But Terra Luna Classic, he bought it when it was 6 euros, guys. He bought Pepe when it was 6 euros. Man knows his stuff. Big shout out to Perry. Unfortunately, I think that he was getting kind of annoyed with Shib not moving. But Shib has got a lot of people behind it that's causing it to stick around this level. But it shouldn't be. God bless you. Take good care of yourselves and each other. Jason, I hope you're feeling better. Vince, big shout out. Rory, that you couldn't make it tonight, but thanks for thinking of us. And yes, we didn't sell 21,000 tickets, therefore we can't host the raffle. It is what it is. Apparently, an educational tutorial. This one was about taxes. Talked about taxes before, and we talked about why we can host the Shib 50 raffle. This is the reason why. Let's do it again. Everything's in Shib. Shib's got zero governance, so you don't have to ask anybody. Just the community. Hey, community, we want to host the 50 raffle. Do I have your approval? And we're going to reduce the circulating supply and drop the demand. I want to make you money. How am I going to make you money? I'll host the 50 raffle to prove it. I wait for your answer. If you're old Shib, I wait for your answer. Thank you, guys. Again, have a great night. We're going to count you out.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Good night. God bless. Hallelujah.